Tomorrow, the 26th of March, we have a brand new 2024 release. In 2024, Topps Heritage High Number. And in today's video, we're going to be going over the formats and trying to see the best and most logical of this release. So what's going on, everybody? It is Grip and Rip Sports Cards back here with another video for you guys today. Of course, before we get into it, let's plug the giveaway as usual. So at 11,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away hobby packs of Series 1. All you gotta do is be subscribed, like this video, turn on the post notifications for all the content on the channel, and last but certainly not least, leave a comment down below of your craziest, wildest, and boldest takes you have for this upcoming baseball season, as we are only 2 days away from opening day. So let's get into it. Of course, join the Discord down below and go subscribe to my 2 other channels. I will tell you, I think on Thursday we're going to do a live stream. I got the whole shebang set up here. Here's my face cam, my Elgato face cam. I just hooked this bad boy up today. We're pretty much ready to go. We're pretty much ready to go with live streaming on the Grip and Rip show. So I'm very excited for that. I think we're probably going to do an opening day live stream. Time to be determined. Probably, I would say around 1-ish Eastern time. So yeah, we'll figure that out. I'll make an announcement probably tomorrow on my community tab. Grip and Rip Show live stream, opening day edition. So can't wait for that. So let's get into it. And I have to apologize. I don't know what's going on with those lights. Hold on, let me do this for a second. There we go. Yep. I wiped off the lens and that light went away. I knew someone was going to say something about that light because it was kind of weird on the screen. I wiped it off and we're good to go. Must have had some water on it or something. Either way, high number. High number. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting because more happened since yesterday. A lot more happened since yesterday. Of course, we have the official confirmation on a lot of things now. Topps actually decided, as I type something here for later, Topps actually decided to reveal pretty much everything. Excuse me. So, what we're going to be talking about today is a ton of different things. Formats, autographs, minis. Yes, huge controversy with the minis right now. Huge controversy with the minis, right? So let's get to the most traditional stuff here. Of course, as you guys know, Watch Before You Buy is a staple here on the Grip and Rip Sports Cards YouTube channel. And tomorrow, top 10 tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, as it's probably pretty predictable who you would probably expect the top 5 to be at least. But regardless, let's get into the formats for a second, because we have some breaking news. Since Topps actually decided to reveal the official odds, we have 2 formats. Count them 2. 1 and 2. Blaster and hobby boxes. Fat packs, gone. Fat packs, monster boxes, hanger boxes, strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. Ha! You're out. You're out. So with that being said, we can have a pretty decent little release here. I will tell you, and I'll talk more about that later in the video. Of course, I talked about it before a little bit, but we'll go a lot more in depth now that I know there are only 2 formats of this release. So, we'll talk about the 2 formats, and I'll give you my opinion at the end. Blaster Box, which actually just went live yesterday on Target.com. So what I'll try to do is I will try to put a link to the blaster boxes in my product tab. If you buy them through there, I'll get a little bit of commission. If you want to do that, that's great. You know, that would, they pay me to promote the product essentially. So that'd be kind. Or I'll try to find some other websites that give commission for high number blasters. So if you want to go pick up some high number, I'll have hopefully some links down below in this video. Either way, blaster box, $25. That's standard. That's no different than any other blaster box. 8 packs, 9 cards a pack, 72 total cards. A selling point. Always a selling point. 1 chrome or numbered parallel. 1 chrome or numbered parallel, which, you know, that's kind of like saying 1 auto or relic per box. 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a relic, you know, but, you know, it's 1 chrome or numbered parallel, so it's either or. And you also get 3 retail greens, which we kind of leaked a long time ago. You know, it's funny. I got wind of the retail greens like in December, and I broke that news a long time ago. So, you know, we kind of already knew that was going to be a thing regardless, but each blaster is going to contain 3 retail greens that, of course, could be any person in the base checklist. So, you know, 200 or 50-ish. I think the checklist is like 200 cards. So the chances of you pulling a Skeens, for example, is a little over 10% per blaster. So keep that in mind, right? So with the blaster, I would also like to mention the odds of an autograph. I know someone's going to ask, what are the odds of an autograph, a real one autograph, aka the easiest and simplest way to pull an autograph in Heritage High Number or Heritage in general? 1 in 95 packs, which equates to 11.8 blaster boxes. So for the sake of math, 12. It's 1 in 12 blaster boxes, which I will talk a lot more about that later in this video because I don't think it's going to be 1 in 12. But I'll save that for the end of the video. Next, hobby boxes. The traditional hobby box. I am happy to announce Steel City's price of $229 is absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit. The official price is $100 on the dot on Topps.com. Now, your hobby store might be $110, $120. Honestly, I would expect it. I mean, Topps.com is going to be the easiest, or Fanatics, going to be the easiest and cheapest place to acquire a hobby box on release day for that price. You're not going to find it $100 anywhere else. I will tell you that right now. I mean, I can promise you that much. I can promise you that much. I can tell you that. 24 packs. 9 cards a pack. 216 total cards. So I believe the checklist is 200 cards. I believe it's 500 to 700. I could be wrong about that, but I believe that's what it is. You're essentially going to pretty much get the entire checklist, pretty much. I mean, of course, there's inserts, you know, aquas maybe, and things like that in there. So you're not going to get the entire checklist. You're probably going to get like 95% of the checklist with a hobby box, but still pretty good bang for your buck if you want to go that route. But regardless, the selling points of this one, you get a box loader. You do get a box loader. Or box top. They call them box loader. It's box top. Or the big oversized cards. 5 chrome. Or one or the other. 2 aquas and 4 royal blues. So, you either get one or the other. In every hobby box, in every single hobby box of this release, you're either going to get 5 chrome or 6 base unnumbered parallels. 2 aqua, 4 royal or dark blue as they call them here, but they're royal blue, right? Whatever. And of course, 1 hit, aka auto or relic. Okay. And I do want to point out, I typed it out for a good reason because I would have forgot if I didn't see my note. Minis. A lot of people are not going to be too happy at this one because Cardboard Connection, I believe, who posted the odds a couple days ago, got this one wrong. They didn't add a 0 to the end of the 3. Minis are 1 in 30. 1 in 30 hobby packs. So you are not guaranteed to get minis at all. It's 1 in every 2 boxes. contains a miniature card. A lot of people were a little heated about this one today. I will tell you, I loaded up Twitter. Or X. You know, of course, Elon renamed it to X, so I have to call it X. It's still kind of getting used to it. I mean, still, but regardless. A lot of people today were not too happy about that. A lot of people today were really voicing their frustrations because obviously, you know, in the past, this would be a Topps.com online exclusive, and now they kind of reduced it to just, I'm not going to say K6, it's not a case hit, but they kind of reduced it to like 1 in every 2 boxes. So, yeah, people weren't too happy with that one today on X as I scrolled through the timeline today. But regardless, let's get into it. So, with that being said, and obviously we did talk about this, Hobby Box autos, 1 in 50 packs, aka 1 in every 2 hobby boxes. Okay, we talked about that before, whatever. So, with that being said, what do I think about this? Well, I like what I'm seeing. I like, on paper, what I am seeing. For starters, the removal of fat packs, retail packs, hanger boxes, and monster boxes. Gone. You're out. See you later. That's very good. That is very good because do you guys remember what happened last year at Platinum Chrome Anniversary? Do you guys remember how easy it was to pull an auto or a ton of parallels out of retail? Guess what's going to happen with this release? Now, I'm not saying it's going to be as good. I'm not saying that at all. So don't put words in my mouth and say, oh, Grip saying there's going to be an auto every blaster or whatever. Because that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. That was like, I don't know what happened last year with Platinum Chrome. Platinum Chrome was a freaking godsend. That's all I know. And Platinum Chrome last year was on steroids. I don't really know if we're going to get that good of a release with this. But typically what happens is when you eliminate formats like what they're doing with certain releases, it seemed like now, the chances that you pull parallels in, like, example, a blaster or even a hobby gets pushed up to the roof. So I'm telling you, you're going to get a lot of parallels. Now, I don't know how many on average, like, numbered parallels you can get. Obviously, you know, you can get those aquas and royal blues in some boxes. But I would actually like to see the statistics on how many numbered parallels on average each hobby box will contain. Even blasters, like I'm telling you right now, blasters, like I did mention, autos are 1 in every 12 boxes. I honestly wouldn't be shocked if it's probably like 1 in 5. I'm being dead serious when I say that. As you guys know, the Wave 1 thing, I will continue to say it's a real thing. Of course, Wave 1 of every product is absolutely juiced, like Bowman Platinum Chrome last year, regular Chrome from July last year. It's juiced. It is absolutely juiced. I think we're going to see the same thing happen here. I don't know that for certain, but last year, the odds of an autograph in Platinum Chrome blasters were 1 in 9. I bought 9 blasters, and I pulled 5 autographs in 9 blasters. I don't know if we're going to see that level, but I will tell you, there's probably a pretty good chance you could pull some relics at least. I didn't see, I should have probably checked. I'm very curious to see what the odds of a relic are. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that right now. Let's see if I could even find this. Let's go to Topps.com. I should have probably had this already booted up, but I actually want to see what the odds are of a regular relic in a blaster box. I'm very curious to see this one. Oh boy, there's so many freaking... Oh boy, this might take me a minute to find. Hold on. This might take me a minute to find because... Oh, you know what I could do? Never mind. I could go on the website and I can go down. Heritage High number right here. And and view odds. Oh, okay, perfect. So let me see something real quick. And I'm going to try to, as you can see, oh my God, the freaking print is so small. I did not expect it to be this small. This probably looks terrible on screen, but just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to see Clubhouse Collection Relics. That's probably, I think, yeah. So Clubhouse Collection Relics, I do believe, are the easiest relic to get. Let's see. Clubhouse Collection. There's triple relics. So here we go. So Clubhouse Collection Relics, it says 1 in 85 per hobby box, which is kind of interesting. 1 in 85 for a standard relic in a hobby box, at least what it says here. And 1 in 66 in blasters. So 1 in 66 blasters. Let me get the calculator here real quick, because I don't want to get this wrong. So we're going to take, so there's 8 packs in a hobby box. So we're going to go 66 divided by 8. And why did it? Okay, here we go. In every 8 blasters, at least according to the odds and math I just did, 1 in every 8 blasters is going to contain a relic. Meanwhile, 1 in every 12 is going to contain an autograph. I should have probably had this math set up on the fly, but I thought about it as I was making this video, obviously. So with that being said, odds of hits is pretty good. I'm not going to say they're great, but they're pretty good. 1 in 8 for a relic and a blaster, 1 in 12 auto, not terrible. Not terrible at all. So either way, it comes down to this. It comes down to this. How do you guys want to buy Heritage High Number? If you want to complete the checklist, I say hobby is probably realistically your best way to go. Hobby plus blaster should get you most of the checklist. Obviously, you're not guaranteed the whole entire checklist with a hobby box. But again, autos seemingly are 1 in every 2 in a hobby box. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. I'm buying a hobby and a blaster, at least 1, maybe more, but we'll see. But either way, guys, that is all I got for you. That is all I got for you today in this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this assessment on the odds / formats of Heritage High Number. I would recommend hobbies. If you can find it under 120, I would do a hobby. And if you want to get blasters, you can get as many blasters as you want. But I would buy hobby first. If you're going to buy Heritage High Number, my first suggestion would be to buy a hobby first thing first. And then whatever you want afterwards, you can go do that. But either way, I like what I'm seeing. I think, realistically, those odds of autos and relics on the retail side might be a little wide, if that makes sense. I think that should be a lot better. So we'll see. Again, I don't really know, but we'll see. But either way, guys, that is all I got for you. So we're going to open a pack of baseball and football cards here today. But before that, let me tell you about today's sponsor of the video, which are Smackin' and SeatGeek. Links down below to both brands. Smackin', you get 10% off your entire purchase. Link down below. Ketchup Seeds, limited time only, available now. We love the ketchup. We love the ketchup. SeatGeek.com, $20 off your first purchase only on SeatGeek.com with my promo code GRIPANDRIP, all one word, at checkout. Guys, opening day's 2 days away. What are you doing? Why haven't you got your tickets yet if you were planning to go? Don't wait last minute. Get your tickets right now with my code and save some money. And I'll see you at the ballpark. We'll be at a lot of games this year. We'll be at a lot of games. First, last pack of Chrome football. I don't see myself buying any more of this stuff because honestly, it hasn't treated me too well. My brother got a lot of good stuff. Me, I have not. So, yeah, unless I pull something absolutely magnificent in this pack, which we do have a pink. We do have a pink. I don't know if that's parallel or not, but we have first Morrow Williams. 2? What the hell? I got the pink version. 2 Morrow Williams? Jeez. What the hell's that all about? Got 2 of the same. One's a pink, obviously. But, okay, I mean, whatever. I mean, that's what it is, I guess. We have... I don't know how to pronounce this one. Adrian Peterson. I think it's how you pronounce that one. It's a Legends of the Gridiron. And last but not least, oh, Jesus. I do not know how to pronounce this one. Jatavian Sanders. Jatavian. Jatavion. Jatavian Sanders, rookie card for the Panthers. I think that's how you say that one. I'm not entirely too sure. Again, my football knowledge is like a 1 out of 10. I don't know. Now, let's get to some names I can actually pronounce. I can absolutely pronounce these ones. So, let's see here. Let's see what we get. I'm not going to expect too much, honestly, because we did pull that out of 5 Yelich, 90 foil. So, I don't really expect to get much out of this going forward. We only have 2 packs left, one after this one. So, Corey Seager, Padres team card, Max Shulman. That guy, I have no idea how to pronounce his name for the Athletics. I have no idea. Jake Berger, Angel Martinez, John Gray, Orioles team card, Greg Jones, Jordan Beck, Jackson Merrill. We have I think, silver or hollow foil of some kind. A silver foil of Shea Whitcomb. Actually, I pulled this already. So this is my second one of this. Pretty crazy. I pulled 2 of this same exact card. Silver foil. Bryce Harper, Stars of Baseball. At least the 15th one I have of that. Nico Horner. And Edwin Diaz is Frank the Tank. If you Mets fans know who that is, you definitely know who that is. Edluz Diaz. I have an autograph of Frank the Tank. Leaf produced an autograph of Frank the Tank back in like 2023. I picked one up. I have it in my collection. You might see it back on the wall back here. When I put my case up, you might see Frank the Tank's autograph in the back. I don't really know. But either way, that is all I got for you. That is all I got for you today in this video. Let me know what you think about Heritage High Number, and I'll see you guys in the next one.